Hello everybody and welcome back to K Tutoring. This is a new video. This is a GCSE question and it's a grade 9 mark. It's a grade 9 question. So this is new. Before I was doing the year 6 questions for maths and grammar from the SATS papers. So this is a new video. This is GCSE. So the question says, work out the formula for nth term, for an nth term quadratic sequence. So work out the formula for the nth quadratic sequence. The equation itself is an squared plus bn plus c. We need this, but we need to find the values of a, b, and c. Okay, a, b, and c. Okay, so let's begin. So there's your equation, an squared plus bn plus c. We need, there's a question. So as you can see the question there, there's 5, 11, 19, 29. There's your sequence there, okay? 5, 11, 19, and 29, okay? We need to use 3 formulas. To work these values for A, B, and C, we need to use 3 formulas, okay? Now, the first formula is 2A, okay? So 2A we need to work out. Now, there's a number here that's supposed to go here, but I'll do that in a minute. Second one is 3a plus b, and the third one is a plus b plus c. Okay, so we use these formulas, 3 formulas, to work out the values of a, b, and c. Okay, that go in there. Okay, that's what we need to do. So let's move along. There's the question again, and this is the first thing we do. What we need to do is work out the difference. So difference between the numbers. So we're going to do difference between there and there, there and there, and there and there. Difference between 5 and 11 is 6. Difference between 11 and 19 is 8. And difference between 19 and 29 is 10. And now we will take the difference of these numbers. So difference between 6 and 8 is 2, and 8 and 10 is 2. That's what it should be. It should be the same difference. So we've got to that stage now, okay? So what I'm going to do, next stage, is just make a big loop around these first 3 digits there. Can you just see? So I took the difference away, and then I did a big loop around these, okay? Now, that's what you have to do so far. So take the difference away and do a loop, then use the first formula. There's 3 formulas I said earlier on. The first formula is 2a equals what? It's the first number. Okay, so formula 1 is there. Formula 1, as in racing Formula 1, is there. It's that number. So 2a equals 2. Okay, straightforward. Put that number there, 2a equals 2. Substitute this to find a. So a equals, divide 2 by both sides, and you have 2 divided by 2, which gives you 1. Okay, straightforward. Yeah, so far. Okay, so we took the difference, made a loop, and then we used the formulas. We used one formula so far, 2a, but 2a equals what? Use the first number. 2a equals 2, find a, so take 2 to the other side, and you get 1. Okay, now, part B, let's make this a bit straighter. Now, we need 3a plus b equals what? 3a plus b equals what? Now we're looking for the second number. So this is formula 2. Okay, formula 2. So we need that 6 to go in here. 3a plus b equals 6. There's a reason why I did this loop. You see, there's a reason to put these numbers into the formulas. So we used the first one already. 2 we've used. Now we're going to use 6. Okay, 6 there. So 3a plus b equals 6. That's a b, by the way. Yeah. So we put any values that we have already, and obviously we don't know what b is at the moment, but we know what a is. Okay, so we found a already. Now we have to find b. So we know what a is. So I'm going to substitute that one in there. Okay, so 3 times 1. Why 1? Because 3a means 3 times a. A is 1. Plus b equals 6. Straightforward, easy enough. Sorry you couldn't see that. Okay, there. So all I've done is put the 1 from here into there. Okay, substitute the 1 in there. 3 times 1 is 3 plus b equals 6. So it's 3 plus b equals 6. Okay, and then we substitute to get rid of that b. So minus 3 from both sides. So leave the b where it is. B equals 6, take away 3, which equals 3. Okay, that's just straightforward substitution. Put the 1 in the a, work that out. 3 plus b equals 6. Get rid of the 3 to the other side. So minus 3 from both sides. B equals 3. So b equals 3. So we found a, which is 1, and we found b, which equals 3. Okay? Now, the last one. A plus b plus c equals something. Okay? Now, what is it equal to? Let's go to our little loop. Formula 3 is there. So I'm going to put formula 3 and put the arrow facing up. 5. So now we need 5. We used 2. We used 6. Now we need 5. So if we go to the bottom, we're going to put 5 here. Okay? Now, a plus b plus c, because we've got a, we've got b, we haven't got c, we need to find c. So let's substitute these values for a and b. So a we know is 1. So 1. B we know it's 3. Okay? So b we know is 3. C we don't know nothing, and 5 stays where it is. Okay? Straightforward enough. So if we just continue this, 3 plus 1 is 4, plus c equals 5. Okay? Yep. And then all we need to do is find c. So we do minus 4 from both sides. So c equals 5, take away 4. So because you're minus 4 on this side, it disappears, and put minus 4 on that side. Okay, so get rid of the 4. It's a plus here, becomes a minus here. So 5 take away 4 is 1. Okay, so we found C. You just about see the paper there. So we found C. Okay, so now we've found A by using our formula there. A equals 1. We found B. B equals 3. And we found C. C equals 1. Okay, excellent. So let's move along. So there's the formula for the equation, the quadratic an squared plus bn plus c. We found the 3 values. So a, do you remember a was 1? So you have to put a 1 here and just leave it as it is. But you can if you want. I'm going to put a 1 there anyway. Copy the rest, an squared plus b, and b was 3, and plus c, and c was 1. Okay, so we found the values of a, b, and c. Okay, now the nth term, if you write that formula down, the question down again, now just put the nth term, if you can see that. Now first term, the second term, the third term, and the fourth term. Okay, right. And the question was, it gave us 5, 11, 19, and 29. Because this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term. Okay. So all we do, if we choose the first term, because Sn, n equals that n there, equals to these numbers. So if we use the first term as n there, so we substitute 1 in there. So 1 squared is 1, times 1 is 1. Okay, so let's move that back a bit. 1. Okay, so I put that nth term in there, the first term. So 1 squared is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, times 1 is 1. Plus 3 times n, 3 times n, so 3 times 1, the nth term. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus the 1, which equals to 5, which equals to 5. As you can see there, it works. It works perfectly. It works. Okay? So this formula here, this equation, n squared plus 3n plus 1. You don't put a 1 there. You just leave it blank. So you just say n squared plus 3n plus 1. That's your formula. Okay? So work out the formula for the nth term quadratic sequence. That's what it is. N squared plus 3n plus 1. Okay? Let's just do another example just to make sure. We'll do the second term. So I'm going to put the formula again, n squared plus 3n plus 1. Remember, this was our formula we worked out. Remember? It was there. I'm not going to put the 1 there yet. So I need to put the 1 there. But this time I'm going to use the second term, okay? Second term. So 2 goes in there. So 2 squared, which is 4. 3 times the n, with the second term. 3 times 2 is 6, plus the 1. 6 out of 4 is 10, plus 1 is 11. You can just about see that, yeah, there. And that's correct. Okay, so that's correct. So we use the first term, we use the second term, and the third term is going to work as well, and the fourth term. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Okay, that's all there is to it. So just a quick recap. The whole lesson today was working out the formula for nth term quadratic sequence. There's your quadratic formula, n squared plus bn plus c. Okay, we started with our 3 formulas. So let's write out 3 formulas there. So there's the equation, there's your sequence 5, 11, 19 and 29. You've used 3 formulas which were there. As long as you use these 3 formulas, you'll be fine. Okay, 2a, 3a plus b and a plus b plus c. How do we use these formulas? Do you remember? We took away the difference between these numbers, and we got 6, 8 and 10. Then we took that away, difference, we got 2 and 2. There's your formula 1 number, there's your formula 2 number, there's your formula 3 number. Then what do? We just use the formulas. So 2a was the first formula, equals 2, substitute to find 8. Then we use the second formula, we use 6. So we use 3a plus b equals 6. Okay? 3a plus b equals 6. There you go. I substitute a in there, and I work this out to find b. Okay? And then the last formula, a plus b plus c. I had a, I had b, I had to find c. So I put a and b values in there, but a plus b plus c equals that number there, the 5. Okay? And then substitute this, put the values in, and find c. Okay, find c. C equals 1. Okay, so we found the 3 values of the equation a, b, and c, and then what we did was we put them in the formula. Okay, so there's your formula: an squared plus bn plus c, a, b, and c. We put the values in there. Okay, so it says n squared. So we know a is 1, b is 3, and c is 1. So we put numbers in there. Okay. Now which nth term are we going to use? There's the nth terms 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these were the questions. You remember? So 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the nth terms, and there's your 4 numbers. Okay. So if I used nth term 1, put 1 in there. 1 squared is 1 times 1 is 1. Then 3 times n, which is 3 times 1 is 3. And then we just put the 1 there. So 1, 3, and 1 equals to 5, which is there. If you use the second term, we put 2 in there and 2 in there. So 2 squared is, there's the example there. 2 squared is 4. Okay, so I'm using the second term now, the second term. So 2 squared is 4. Put 2 in there, second term. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus the 1 just goes down there. 6 plus 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. Okay? Which works. Because the first term would be 5 and the second term would be 11. Do you remember? The first term there was 5. We used the first term in there. Put 1 and 1 in there. And then we used the second term. We put 2 in there and we put 2 in there. Okay? So up to 2 in there, 2 in there. You can put 3 in there. You can put 4 in there and it should work. Okay, if I put 3 in there, say 3 squared is 9. Okay, so 3 squared is 9. Then 3 times 3 is 9. 9 and 9 is 18. Add 1, 19. It works. So it's just basically finding the values of A, B, and C. Okay, by using those 3 formulas I showed you, yeah? Use those 3 formulas and you can't go wrong. Okay, and that is it. So this is This video was how to work out the formula for nth term quadratic sequence. Okay, I hope it was clear. I know there was a number of sheets there for us to go through, but this is obviously a grade 9 question. It's supposed to be very, very hard, and it is. But if you follow the formulas and the sequence for what we're doing, the way we were doing it, sorry, the procedure, you should be okay. Yep, okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll be doing some more videos on GCSE questions, some grade 9s as well. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye.